All right, everybody, welcome to the Weekly Dose of Woo, where we keep track of the woo so that you do not have to. We do this every week. Tune in, sign up. We want you here with us. Let's jump right in. It's eclipse season. What does this mean? All right, so what does it mean? Let's talk about it like it's out of a freaking textbook. No, what does it mean to you? What does the eclipse mean to you? An eclipse means transformation, and transformation is whatever you make of it. And if you're not willing to put in the work and the pre-gaming, you might as well just sleep through it. It's going to be a total waste of time and space for you. So, a lunar eclipse is about releasing. A huge myth is that every eclipse is created equal. No. And that solar and lunar eclipses are interchangeable. No, the sun and moon aren't interchangeable. They are both luminaries, not interchangeable. So what does that mean? We are coming up on a lunar eclipse before a solar eclipse. How are you going to use this? A lunar eclipse is not never, no, manifesting. Stay away. Don't do it. People are going to be like, ooh, but it's transformation and I want to welcome more in. The lunar eclipse is meant to make space for the shit you actually want in your life. So you have to get rid of, it's a fire sale. Everything that no longer serves you must go. Take a flamethrower, machete, whatever you want, and just get rid of everything that does not serve you during this eclipse, because that's what it is meant for. So that's a huge part of an eclipse. We love it. It's super useful if you utilize it the correct way. The other thing is that it is incredibly rough. I am a Cancerian in 5 different placements in my chart. Cancer is ruled by the moon. We are going into a lunar eclipse. Rough. I didn't even bother putting on makeup because I was like, there's no amount of spackle that's going to make me look like I'm not approaching the precipice of transformation through a lunar eclipse. I am just going to look tired. So that is what is going on. It's also to let you know that everyone will react differently. You will react differently to moon phases, to lunar eclipse, to high holidays, to everything. And you need to figure out what that means to you and how that's going to work within you. I know that the eclipse is going to be rough for me, and it'll come out physically. Like I will look sicker. My pallor will change. And that may be the same for you or other people emotionally. A lot of people may be heightened, a little bit on edge, a little bit of pissy bitch coming out of your pores. And that's fine. It's not an excuse to rampage throughout your life, but it is understandable. So be aware that those are things that can be happening. Another thing to be aware of is what you're going to be letting go. Every full moon, every eclipse is different. They're all beautiful. They're all wonderful. Again, you will respond differently to each one of these. So this full moon and eclipse is going to be in Virgo. Virgo. I love a good Virgo, by the way. Virgos are nice. So the Virgo is incredibly practical. It's methodical. It's wonderful. It's an earth sign. Oh, it's grounding. So everyone's going to want to get rid of different things during a lunar eclipse. However, what should you be getting rid of? Think of practical things. What are the practical habits and paradigms that may logically make sense but don't make sense for you? If waking up an hour early to go to the gym is causing you to be late for work, that's a practical thing that needs to go. If meal planning is taking time away from your family and your value is family, that needs to be augmented. You may not need to get rid of it. And that's the thing. A lot of people want to say that a lunar eclipse is all about getting rid of stuff. It can be augmenting it. It can be, I need to get rid of this part of it and then I'm going to move it. and treat it like a Rubik's Cube or a ball of clay, and I'm going to make it what I need to make it to manifest my best life possible, because that is what you deserve. Stop acting like you don't deserve it. It's boring and quite frankly exhausting to pretend like you don't deserve awesomeness. And so throughout this eclipse season is the time where we're going to be looking at what you need to get rid of, what practical things, what earthbound things. Remember the earth element. So that's also finite resources. Where is your time, money, energy going? And is that practical? And is that serving the future that you want to manifest? You can look at this any way you want. You can take these and put them into exercises and make lists of your finite resources. You can do a bunch of different things with the lunar eclipse. And of course, to learn more, you follow or you join the weekly dose of woo, and we talk about it and we go in depth. We will go in depth every week as we do every week. And we will learn and grow, and it'll be fabulous together exercising, because let's be honest, we all lie to ourselves and say that we have time and that we'll make time for things, but that's not practical. So instead, the weekly dose of woo, where we keep track of the woo so that you don't have to, carves out the time of the week that you will be doing your woo so that you do not have to. It takes a huge burden off your shoulders to know that, oh, all you have to do is sign on and then it is taken care of. And then you can manifest your life within that sacred space with supportive people. And it's absolutely amazing to be able to do that and hear everyone's weekly wins. It makes me really happy. So during a lunar eclipse, you get rid of to create space. It has to be, or should be, if you want to use it the way it is meant to be used. During a Virgo, it should be practical. It should be earthbound, so finite. Think of earthly things. And it should be something that you can do. It should be something that is realistic. People choose things that aren't realistic, and it's really sad. I'm going to get rid of pop. I'm not going to get rid of pop. I chugged half a Dr. Pepper before signing on so that I could do this and keep my eyes open. That is not going to be something that I get rid of anytime soon. And so a lot of people, they're like, oh, I have to get rid of something and I know it'll make my life better, but it's unrealistic for them to get rid of it. That's when you augment. That's when you can change. That's when you give yourself some grace, some time, some humanity, and start not lowering the standards for yourself, but start being very realistic and show yourself some gentle compassion, because you're not meant to do it all. It's not meant to happen overnight, despite what people say about an eclipse. Oh, your entire life is going to change and it's going to be fabulous. Fuck off. It takes more than rubbing a magic lamp. Ain't none of us Aladdin. Get over it. Do the steps. Respect yourself. The universe will therefore respect you and give you blessings of manifestation, and you'll be able to move forward into the solar eclipse, which is in 2-ish weeks, and you'll be able to do more with your life. Go forth, be the hero of your own story. Make sure that you are subscribing and you're tuning into the weekly dose of woo, which will soon be offered on a private channel. Go forth. Have a great day.